God.
Another first down.
Look at Ernie.
Yeah.
He's got
He's
spaz up.
walking. What is he doing?
Oh
He's
my
Oh,
God.
oh my gosh!
Welcome everyone. Before we start this video, be sure to click the subscribe button down in the description below this video, and be sure to leave a like on this video as well. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this video here at Donovan's Den of Games.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, let's see if I could find one. I would never. Okay, let me make sure we're not going. All right.
We're already recording.
Oh, we're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just find an opening here. Play the cards. Have a ball. Play them right, and you win them all on Card Sharks. And here's the star of the show, Donovan Skelko.
Hello everybody here at the Den of Games. We are ready to start our first ever edition of Discord edition of Card Sharks. I just got this game for Christmas, so I am glad I'm able to bring this game to you all here at the Den of Games. And today one of our players could win up to $64,000. Speaking of players, we have our red challenger, Mr. Noah Longmire from Mississippi.
Hello, folks.
He's got one of my shirts.
Yes, make sure you go to shopenvy.com to get some merch.
It's storeenvy.com.
Store Envy, whatever. I messed it up.
And playing for Team Blue, we have Michael Abbott.
Hello, folks.
Alright, players, the object of the game is simple. Be the first to reveal all 7 cards correctly, and you'll win $500. The first player to receive $1,000 or winning 2 games will go on to play for the money cards to play for $64,000. If there's a tie for $500, for each player will go to a sudden death tiebreaker, 3-card tiebreaker where one winner will go on to play for the money cards. But in order to get a shot at playing the cards before either of you can play a shot at the cards, you have to answer a high-low survey question. And Noah Longmire, you drew first backstage, so you get the option of how many are in this survey. We asked 100 third graders, will your best friend still be your best friend when you're grown up? How many said they would?
Oh boy. Well, I mean, some third graders will have best friends after they've grown up. So I'd say a good majority of them would say they would. So I'm gonna say about 54.
54. If you're just remember, if you're absolutely correct, you get a $500 bonus. All right, Michael, I'm going to read the question again to you, and you're going to tell me if that's higher or lower than 54. We asked 100 third graders, will your best friend still be your best friend when you're growing up? Is that higher or lower than 54?
I would think that many of them would still be their best friend. So I think it's going to be a little bit higher.
Higher? The actual number of third graders who said you'd still have a best friend when you're grown up is 88. So Michael, you are right, it is higher. All right, Michael, you have the option to this card, which is a king.
That's a good card. A really good card. Lower.
Lower than a king, it's a queen. Now you have the option to freeze.
Oh no, I'm not gonna freeze. Lower.
Right. Lower? It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 6.
Kind of in the middle, I think.
Do you want to freeze or keep going?
I'm gonna freeze.
All right. Michael is frozen at the 6, which is right down the middle. And hang on a second, I made a little mistake here. I forgot to add 3 more cards to Noah's deck. All right. All right. So I'll still use the same card, but I'll use a different question because there are 5 questions on each card. All right, Michael, you got the question for this one. We asked 100 women in their 50s, do you have a tattoo? How many said they do?
Oh my god, I don't think that any amount of women in their 50s would have a tattoo. I think women would get tattoos when they're younger and not in their 50s or older. I'd say about 36.
36. All right, Noah, I'm going to read the same question to you, and you're going to tell me if it's higher or lower. We asked 100 women in their 50s, do you have a tattoo? Higher or lower than what was your number? Sorry?
36.
36?
Yeah.
All right, higher or lower than 36?
Well, I kind of agree with Michael. Not that many women in their 50s have a tattoo. Like he said, when they were younger, they probably... No, I'm just going to forget. I'm going to say lower.
Lower than 36. The actual number is 21. Noah, you get the option to play on this card. It is a king.
Okay, that's a good one. I'll take that, and I'll say lower.
Lower than a king? Oh, it's another king.
Oh!
Back to the king you go. And that gives Michael a free chance at the 6. You can change it.
No. I'm gonna go higher.
Higher than a 6? Oh, it's a 5. So,
Ooh.
no luck for either of you there.
Hmm.
Let me go ahead and put these cards in the discard profile with the jokers. And let's put the new cards on there. Alright. There are 2 questions asked in this round, and we got 3 more questions on this card to go. Here we go. Noah, the question is to you. What % of current female U.S. senators were once Girl Scouts?
Well, I wouldn't say that many people were women senators were Girl Scouts. So,
U.S. senators.
oh, U.S. senators. Okay, sorry. I was thinking of something else. Anyway, I wouldn't say many people would be, yeah, whatever you said, would be Girl Scouts. So I'm gonna say a pretty low number, about, whatever, 20 or something. I don't know, 20.
20, alright. Michael, is the number higher or lower than 20?
Well, I totally agree with Noah that there wouldn't be that many current female U.S. senators serving as Girl Scouts back in the day, but I think most would be serving were serving it as other her professions prior to being senators. So, although I do agree with Noah on the fact that not many people would be not many current female U.S. senators were a Girl Scout back in the day, I would say a little bit higher.
Higher? The actual number, you're going to be surprised about this, percentage of current female U.S. senators who were once Girl Scouts is 72.
Wow.
It is higher. All right, Michael, you have the option on the 6. You want to keep this or change it?
I'm going to change it.
Okay, you're going to change the 6, and that 6 now becomes a 7.
Let's go with the odds and say higher.
Higher than a 7. It's an 8.
Oof. I'm going to freeze.
All right, you're going to freeze at the 8, keeping Noah where he is, not giving him a chance to play. All right, 2 more questions in the round. All right, here comes the next question. We asked 100 men, Michael. Do you wish you were taller? How many said they do wish they were taller?
Well, in real life, I wish I was the tallest in my family. I am about 6 foot tall. To be honest. I think many men would think if they would wish that if they were taller. So I think it's going to be a pretty high number here. I would say about 78.
78. That's a big number. All right. Noah, higher or lower?
Well, I would have to agree with Michael on that. Many men would want to wish they would grow up. I mean, I'm not. Again, I'm not the tallest in my family.
That was just a joke I made.
I understand. Okay, thank you, Mike. Okay, besides that, I'd say, I'll go lower on this one.
All right. The actual number of men who wish they said who said they wish they were taller is 39. It is lower. All right, Noah, you get the option to on this king. Do you want to go higher or lower?
I'll go lower.
Lower. It's an 8.
Oh, tough one here. I'm gonna go against the odds and say lower.
You're going against the odds. All right. Is it lower than an 8? No, it's a queen. You're back to the king.
Oh.
Michael, you get a free chance at the 8.
Well, I have to go lower.
All right. Lower than an 8. It's a 10.
Ooh.
Ooh, boo.
Sudden death.
All right.
Oh.
All right, we're on the final question of this round. So, this game. So, one of you has to win on this very question. Now, here's the thing. If whoever gets the option, they can choose whether to play their card or pass it on to their player. And if the player you pass it to misses, then you win. But if you go for it and miss yourself, your opponent wins it. And takes the first $500. Here we go. We asked 100 married men who usually picks out the clothes you put on in the morning, you or your wife. How many men said their wife picks out their clothes?
Who gets it?
It's no, I
get it. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm not really sure on this one. Let's see. Who does clothes on in the morning? Wife. I'm just gonna go straight in the middle and say 50 on this one. I'm not really sure.
50. All right. Michael, higher or lower?
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm currently single, but I usually pick out the clothes for myself. So, agree with. I agree with. No, I'm definitely not sure. So he went right in the middle. I would say they would usually. I would say the men usually pick the clothes for themselves. I would say lower.
Okay, the actual number is 49. It is lower. Just by a hair. You almost got an extra $500, Noah. All right, Michael, you got the option on this one. Now, here's how it is. You have an 8 right here, and you're 2 cards away from winning the round. If you choose to play this, and if you make a mistake, then Noah will get the first round and $500. But if you pass it to Noah, and he misses, then you get the first $500. What do you want to do, Michael?
I am 2 cards away.
And,
From
Noah's
the
on a
first
king.
game.
He hasn't even, and he's right back at the start.
Sorry, Noah. I'm gonna pass to you.
Oh boy.
All right. Noah, you got to get through this card deck. If you make it, you cannot freeze on any of these. You got to go through the whole deck because this is sudden death.
Okay.
If you miss along the way, then Michael gets the first round. All right. What is your pick?
Oh boy, we
You
got
got a king.
We got a king. I'll go lower.
Lower than a king. It's a 6. You cannot freeze.
Okay, I can't freeze. Higher.
Higher.
Yep.
It's a 7.
Oh boy. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say higher.
Higher. It's a jack.
Ooh.
Michael, this isn't looking good for you.
Oh,
right.
I don't believe this.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 10. Just barely.
Oh boy. Thank God. Okay. Lower on this one.
Lower. It's an 8.
Oh boy. I'm gonna take a step in the dark and say lower.
All right. Lower than an 8. It's a 9.
Oh!
Oh man, you almost pulled it off, Noah, and that means Michael gets the first round at $500.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Noah.
All right. Let me shuffle these cards up, and we'll get ready to play round number 2.
Oh, I should have gone higher on that one.
It was a tough card. It was a really tough decision. Those 8s are really hard.
I know they are.
Anyway, you had a 6 and a 9 as your next 2 cards, Michael.
Mm.
All right, Michael. But either way, Michael, you get the first $500, and you get the choice, first number choice for the first question in the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's put the cards in. All right. Okay, let's begin round number 2. All right, Michael, you get to answer first in this next set of survey questions. The cards are set. Here we go. We asked 120-somethings. Have you ever texted a naughty picture to the wrong person? How many admitted they had, Michael?
I have never texted naughty pictures in my life. I mean,
I know who in this game show community would.
yeah, we don't want to mention names here.
No.
How many they've admitted and they've texted a naughty picture to the wrong person? I would say not that many because I think they're doing it on accident. So I would say about 19 of them.
19. All right, Noah, I'll ask the same question again. You'll tell me if it's higher or lower. We asked 120-somethings. Have you ever texted a naughty picture to the wrong person? Higher or lower than 19?
Well, thank God I never do that. Like Michael,
that's our joke for the round.
I know that. Like you said, I never text a naughty picture to anybody, but okay, I'm gonna go just a bit lower, just to be safe.
Okay, lower than 19. The actual number of 20-somethings who have admitted to have sent the wrong sent the wrong person a naughty picture is 26. It's
Oh.
not lower. Michael, you got it. Okay. Michael, your first card on this row is a 5.
Very good card. Higher.
Higher than a 5, it's a 9.
All right. It's a tough one there. I'm gonna have to freeze.
Okay, you're frozen at 9, so Noah doesn't get a chance to play. Alright, here we go with the next question. And this one is to you, Noah. We asked 100 bartenders, has a customer ever confessed an infidelity to you? How many said they have?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. I would not think that many people would think that way, but I mean, some would have, but I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna say it's a pretty low number, about 35.
35. Alright, Michael, higher or lower?
Fun fact you may not know about me, not only am I a full-time college student, but I also serve as a bartender for special events in my community.
Hey.
Huh.
Yeah, fun fact. I would say, during the time that I've been doing it, I have never heard somebody confess about an infidelity, ever. So I would say not that many. So I go lower.
Lower than 35. Alright, actual number of bartenders who have ever confessed an infidelity to you and then have admitted is 80. It's not lower.
Oh my god.
What?
Wow.
80 have confessed an infidelity.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. These relationships are not lasting very long. Alright,
Oh.
Noah, you get the card option on this one. It is an 8. Change or keep?
A pretty tough card. I'll change.
Alright, changing that 8, and it now becomes an ace.
Ooh, good one. Lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a 7.
Okay, 7. Pretty tough call. I'll freeze.
Alright, freezing at the 7, so Michael doesn't
Good
get
job.
a chance. Okay. Michael, this question is to you, this third question. We asked 100 chefs, would you rather work at a 5-star restaurant or own your own food truck? How many said a 5-star restaurant?
How many said a 5-star restaurant? I would say there's got to be many chefs that would say they would be in a 5-star restaurant rather than start their own business. So, I would say, I'm thinking many here. I'm thinking about 84 of them.
84, that's a big number. Alright, Noah, higher or lower?
Let's see here. I mean, I would have to agree with Michael on this one. I mean, many chefs would do a 5-star restaurant over their own business. So, oh boy. I'm gonna go just a bit lower.
Lower than, what was your number again, Michael? I'm sorry.
83.
83.
83.
You're gonna go lower, Noah?
Yep.
Alright, the actual number of chefs who'd say a 5-star restaurant over their own company food truck is 63. Noah gets the option here. You got a 7. Do you want to keep or freeze?
Freeze?
Oh, keep. I mean, not freeze. Do you want to keep or change it?
There's Donovan's first blooper hosting Card Sharks.
First blooper of the show.
Keep or change it?
First blooper of the show. Oh my god. I'm gonna change it.
Changing that 7 and it now becomes a king.
Ooh, good card. I'm gonna say lower.
Lower than a king, 6.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go higher.
Ooh, higher than a 6, it's a 5. Alright, Michael, you get a free chance here at a 9. You can change
I have
it.
to go lower. I have to go lower.
You're gonna go for it and go lower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lower than a 9, it's an 8.
An 8. I'm gonna freeze.
Alright, you're frozen at the 8. Now we're gonna put 2 new cards in Noah's deck. And here we go with question number 4 of this round. Remember, Michael, if you win this game, this round, you automatically go onto the money cards and become our first champion. Noah, you need this round to stay alive.
Right.
Alright. And Noah, the question is to you. We asked 100 cat lovers, do you have cat hair on your clothes right now? How many said they did?
Oh boy. Well, to tell you the truth, I used to have one, but it died sadly. Yep. How many people said they have cat hair on their clothes right now? Oh boy, this is a toughie. You know what? I'm gonna go straight in the middle again. 50.
50, haha. Michael, higher or lower?
Thank God I'm not one of those people. It's the entertainment of it all, you know. I think most cat lovers do complain that they have cat hair all over their clothing and body. I think. I would say higher.
Higher. The actual number of cat lovers who have cat hair on their clothes right now is 58. So it is higher. Michael, you get the choice. Do you want to play this 8 or change it?
I have to change it.
Alright, changing that 8 and it now becomes a king.
A king. Good card. That's a really good card. Lower.
Lower. It's a 4.
Awesome. Higher.
Higher. 3.
Whoa!
Yikes. Boo hiss. No, you get a free chance at this king.
Ay. Yay. Okay, lower.
Lower than a king. It's a 5.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 5. 8.
Oh boy, 8's a toughie. I'm gonna freeze.
Alright, you're frozen at 8. Alright, let's put 2 new cards on Michael's deck. Alright, sudden death. So, and Michael, this last question of the round goes to you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, alright, you do know the drill. Whoever gets the option, we'll have to choose wisely. Michael, the question's to you. According to a Nielsen study, what % of adults say the margarita is their favorite cocktail to order in a bar or a restaurant?
Oh my God, margarita. That would be, I would say many of those adults would say that a margarita would be their frozen cocktail at a bar or a restaurant.
Frozen? You mean favorite cocktail?
Favorite cocktail, yeah.
Frozen?
That's what I... Go ahead, Bazoo me.
Bazoo!
No, we're not.
Ow.
It's our first show.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, blooper on my end. And I'm at favorite. Although we do know a margarita is a frozen drink. think as well. I'd say 73.
73. Higher or lower, Noah?
Well, thank God I don't drink.
Neither do I. That makes two of us.
And neither do I.
Yeah. Well, given the fact that, thank God I don't drink. Anyway, I'm gonna say lower on this one.
Lower. Okay. The actual percentage of adults that love the margarita as their favorite cocktail is 56. It is
Ooh.
lower. All right, Noah, that was the last question of that round. So you have the option here. You're on an 8. You can choose to go through this deck if you'd like, but if you miss any cards along the way, you can change the 8 if you choose to play, but if you make any mistake along your way, then Michael will win the first championship and go on to play for $64,000. But if you pass it to Michael, then he'll have to play off this king, and if he misses, then you get this game and go force a tiebreaker.
Oh boy. Sorry, Michael, I'm going past you, yeah.
All right, Michael, you have no choice but to play on this king. Higher or lower?
But that's a good card, though. But the king is a good card, though. Lower.
Lower? It's a queen.
Ooh, thank God. Lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a jack.
Awesome. Lower.
Lower than a jack. A deuce.
Higher.
Higher. It's an ace. Michael Abbott, you just won $1,000, and you are our first champion on Discord edition of Card Sharks. No, unfortunately, Michael Abbott had just a bit more knowledge on surveys than you had, but we got some nice parting gifts for you.
Thanks.
And we'll see you on a future
Good job,
episode.
Noah.
And we hope to see you redeem yourself on a future episode.
Thanks.
All right, Michael, you have won $1,000, and you will be going to the money cards for a chance to play for $64,000. We're gonna shuffle these cards up. Flip the board over to reveal the money cards. You're now gonna be the red deck for the next game against our next challenger.
All right.
All right, and there's a row of 7 cards here, and you have $1,000. If you can bet as much as you'd like, from $50 to $1,000. Just until you reach the second to last card on the if you have one card to reveal, then you have to bet at least half of your money, because this last part of the money cards board is the big bet area. All right, let's put you can change your card along the way, but you can only do it 3 times. All right, let's put these cards in here. So remember, this right after the second to last card is revealed, then you have to bet at least half of it. All right, let's start your bank at $1,000, and your first card is a 7.
I'm gonna use my first change.
All right, your first change, that 7 now becomes a 5. You gotta play it.
All right, that's good regardless. I'll bet 400 higher.
$400 higher than a 5. It's a 10. You're now at $1,400.
I'll be conservative and say 200 lower.
$200, trying to stay over $1,000. $200 lower than a 10. Ugh, it's a queen. You're back to $1,200.
Okay though. It's okay though.
And you got
I
a good card.
Yeah, definitely good card. I'll bet 900 lower.
Ooh, big bet. $900. Lower than a queen. It's a jack.
Oh, hey, there we go.
So now you're at $2,100.
Oh, my video was disconnecting. There we go.
Alright. Another good card. So I will go 1,500 lower.
1,500 lower. $3,600.
Let's use my second change.
All right, you're using your second change on this 7. You have $3,600, and you have a queen.
Yes. $2,400 lower.
Oh my god.
$2,400. $1,200 or $6,000. Lower than a queen. It's a 6. All right, you're at $6,000. Now, I just want to remind you that you're on your last card for this round. You have $6,000. You're on. You have a 6. You can use your last change, but you must bet at least $3,000 on this very last card.
You did say I did have a change, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
All right, $6,000 on the line. This is your last change. You got an 8. This looks tough. You got to bet at least $3,000 on this one.
8's pretty tough. So I'm going to risk half.
$3,000?
Lower.
Lower. All right. For $9,000, is this lower? No, it's a king.
Good thing I risked half, though.
All right. It's all right. You still got $3,000. You tripled your winnings from the main game, and you'll be back on another episode to defend your championship with $3,000. Congratulations to Michael Abbott for winning $3,000 on this very first edition of Card Sharks. And we will see you next time on another episode of Card Sharks.
Wrong! Hey!